Hello and welcome to ModSpot, the mod review and tutorial show. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. Well, what I have for you today is a mod that I personally chose to ignore. I didn't see any benefit to me whatsoever. Saw it released, read the description, thought I have the solution to this already. It's therefore just one more mod to subscribe to that already does what I do already. Why bother? Well, how wrong was I? Not for the first time. It's an absolutely beautiful little mod, and it's now going to be a permanent resident on my mods list. It's a gem. Now, if you use mods but you don't already use this particular mod, there's a very good chance you'll be thinking exactly the same way that I was before I tried it. So let me tell you what the mod is and explain what it does, and then explain why you're probably wrong. Okay? The mod is Instant Return to Desktop by Cgameworld, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. Now, if you play with mods, you'll know that when you go to shut down the game, it hangs. The game just hangs. I'm guessing it's just shutting down the mods one by one. And of course, the easy solution is to go straight to Task Manager, which is what I was doing, and just closing the game down there. And there is no way on earth that any mod could possibly be quicker than that. Or is there? Cgameworld, you have absolutely ticked all of my boxes. Thank you so much. So what we're going to do today is we're going to test shutting down this game. My particular current city build, we're going to shut it down using the traditional system. Then we're going to shut it down using Task Manager, and then we'll shut it down using the mod. So let's get started. Right, so if I go to the top right corner, choose the gear, and then go to quit, and then we have our three options. So first of all, we have cancel on the right. If you've never shut down a game before, if you're going to hit cancel, make sure you've saved your game first. Save it and then cancel. Otherwise, why bother? Why bother? You have to main menu. Now, if you're playing with any mods whatsoever, never use this. Always use this, never use this. The game, long story short, the game loads mods in two sections. One at the Paradox logo when the game starts up, which is why the game will quite often hang at that point. And also, if you use a loading screen mod, you'll notice that once it's loaded in all the assets, it just sits there for a while as well. And it's loading in mods there. If you drop to main menu, then what will happen is the game, when you reload the game, it'll already be running the mods that you've already loaded in, but then it'll load them in again, and then you'll double load mods, and double loaded mods is a recipe for disaster. So if you're playing vanilla, then you're probably not watching this. You're probably safe using to main menu, probably, but I'd just say go with to desktop. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit return to desktop. It will eventually shut down to whatever is in my background. Hopefully it's nothing too embarrassing. And then what we'll do is we'll see how long it took. We'll load the game back up, and then we'll try it using Task Manager. So 3, 2, 1, start the timer. Right, so how's life with you guys? Because for me, life is, it's okay. It's okay. 2022 is up and running. Hopefully it can't be any worse than 2021 or 2020. We've had two particularly bad years back to back. I have I've got nothing to talk about now apart from all of that. I do have some new shows hopefully coming up very soon. Recorded actually on a real camera, so you're going to see bits of bonbon you've never seen before. Oh, hello. This is movement and excitement as we shut to desktop. Oh, hang on, are we there? So yes, make sure you've subscribed to the channel. We have a gaming show which is recorded on a real camera, and hopefully something which will tie in with my vocation as well. Plan was to actually be ahead of that schedule. They should be out by now, but I've been too busy. I've been really busy actually of late, so that's good, I guess. Right, well, we're still sat here waiting for the game to close down. I don't actually have and we're back down to the desktop. I don't actually have a clock on my screen now, but as you can see, it took this long for the game to shut down. So yeah, oh look at this. This isn't too embarrassing, is it? This is the instant return to desktop workshop page. Phew, that could have been a lot more embarrassing. So anyway, what we have is yes, the subscribe button. Hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button as well. You could award the creator as well if you so desire. Then if we scroll to the down here, we see 115,000 current subscribers, which is very good indeed. The mod modifies the behavior of the to desktop exit button to terminate the game, executable immediately, and they're not wrong. Helpful for modded games where games can take a long time to exit, we have just seen. The mod's behavior is functionality of the functionally the same as ending the game process manually in Task Manager. Right, so it's functionally the same, but I think we're going to see it's a little bit faster. And of course the game's being made possible using Harmony. Right, so I think at that point I'm now going to launch the game again. Join me in a couple of moments. So the game is back up and running. Let's have a little quick look in the options, because we have instant return to desktop running this time. Obviously when you hit the subscribe button and load the game up, you're going to want to go to the content manager and enable the mod in the content manager. Once you do that, you'll have it available in the options on the mods listing. Here it is on the left here. And then the floating terminate button is the only option. Restart required. Well, funnily enough, we're about to restart the game. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to select that. Without the floating terminate button, we just have the option via the standard close down procedures, gear button, exit to desktop. So we'll see what the floating terminate button looks like, but of course that is just an opt-in rather than an opt-out. But next up, we are going to shut down to desktop again and see how quickly this happens with Control-Alt-Delete. So Control-Alt-Delete brings up Task Manager, at the top, right click, and then End Task. And we're done. Much quicker. Much quicker. Very happy with that. But let's do the same again, this time using the mod. And now to our third and final close down of the game, this time using the Instant Return to Desktop mod by Cgameworld. Now you'll see this time we do actually have a terminate button in the top left hand corner of the screen. It troubles me a little bit for a couple of reasons, although I can see there being a specific purpose for this one. The troubling is, first of all, it doesn't drag anywhere. And that means it's currently sitting slightly over the info buttons, so there's a chance of accidentally clicking it. And when I say there's a chance of it, when I tried to drag the button around using the right mouse button, just to see if we could relocate it somewhere else on the screen, I accidentally clicked the terminate button. Yeah, so that's problem number one with it, that it doesn't move. Secondly, if you do go down here into the full screen mode, it still lives there. So if you're looking to maybe record some screen, or if you're taking some screenshots, whatever, you've still got that terminate button in the top corner. Now, the benefit I can see to it being there would simply be if you've got a game that you're finding is locking up a lot for whatever reason, then having a terminate button on the screen where nothing else works is probably a useful thing. So if that's your problem, then yes, having that terminate button on the screen. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't. And it is an opt-in rather than an opt-out. So I guess it's a nice little addition included there by Cgameworld, but certainly not one for me. So now what we're going to do is we're going to shut down the game again using the system we've been doing, which is up to there, and then come down to the quit. And now I'm going to click to desktop, and let's see how long this one takes, shall we? 3, 2, 1, start the timer. And we're there. I mean, when they say instant return to desktop, they're not kidding. That is about as instant as you can get. So I can highly recommend Instant Return to Desktop by Cgameworld. This is for me a 5-star mod. It's got 5 stars there, and it just says everything. So if you're in two minds over the mod and you've been using the task manager to shut down the game, well, now you've seen the difference. I don't see any reason why not to have this as part of your mod listing. I've been BonBonB, you've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Thanks for watching.